We all always have that one call, text, whatever it is. And that person, whoever it is always going to blow up your phone, blow up your phone, blow up your phone. And it's like, okay, cool. You're there. This type of person is like, okay, you talk to them. When they speak to you, there's always something about what they got going on. It's something what somebody else got going on. And let's say if, for example, you need help with something, anything, it could be little something as advice, someone you can just listen to. We all have been through it. You need help, something financially, right? Financially, you need somebody who could spot you something. Or you want to get in touch with them, you just want to see how they're doing. What happened to them? Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. You be like, yo, when is the same return? Like I said, blowing up your phone. Ding, 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 ding. Just like me. You could wake up. It could be in the middle of 1 or 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and here they go, blowing up your phone. What is it about? It's something that they gotten into that they're not taking no accountability. Taking no accountability, and you see, not saying that they're perfect, but like they're not perfect, but like, yo, you see the situation, and it's like they want to go and talk about it, and talk about it, and talk about it, and talk about it. But when's the same return to you? There are nowhere to be found. And if they do hit you up, it's something that they got going on, right? If you call them and they pick up, it's something that they gonna reverse it back into telling you, making it look like that they're what they're getting into, or they just want you to agree with them to everything that they got going on. Listen, I got something to say about that. Before I get into the video, let me introduce myself. This is Jen, your best friend, your new best friend. And I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Today, what we're going to talk about. Stop giving your time to people who add no value in your life. Yes, I said it. Stop giving your time to people who add no value to your life. Listen, we live at a time now where, like I said, energy is the new currency. I said it. Energy is the new currency, and it's like you can have all the money in the world, but if your energy is not correct, you're not you're not gonna attract the people you want to attract. The people that you're gonna come across are not. It's gonna be. It's gonna show in you. You know what I mean? But where I'm going with this is this: you gotta live your life as if, and especially your to secure your energy, you gotta live your life and secure your energy just as much as you're securing your money, because you could easily bump into someone and they're having a bad day and they see that you're smiling, right? You're chilling, you're relaxed, and you just enjoying your life, and you just enjoying the moments. Because remember, I ain't gonna lie to you, lately I've been feeling like, yo, dang, I think about my parents. It's not always been perfect, but at the same time I really love my parents, and the bond that I have with them is not as, I have more of a bond with them now versus than it was when I was younger. But it's like grateful for them, right? So not to be too much to talk about too much, but I'm learning that, like, I'm seeing on my peers and people I come across that lost their parents, and it's like time, and even with yourself too, time is very precious. You don't know when the Most High, for me, I use God, is going to take us, right? You don't know. And, you know, I'm looking at my parents, I'm looking at people around me, and I'm very grateful for them, even for the good times, especially for the bad times. So you mean to tell me, and this is where I'm going with, that person who just comes around you, that person who just hits you up, I don't even care if it's a family member, I don't even care if it's a longtime friend, especially them. And of course now we have strangers who you don't even know from a can of paint. They'll come and then just try and start trouble with you, and they come in to interrupt your peace. They'll come and try to tell you what your life should be, how it should be, especially at work. especially at work. But I'm talking about overall, right? Because we're gonna have people that's gonna comment below and trying to change it up and make it look like it's one. No, they're gonna come into your life and they're gonna tell you how life should be. What you're doing is wrong. Maybe you're the problem. Relationships. You're in a relationship with this person. They're mentally abusing you, because they're not happy with their lives, and you chose this person because you thought at first that, hey, this person is genuinely cool, this person treat me well, or this person just gives me things and makes me show me that, hey, they really care for me, when in all actuality all that is based off of control. Think about it. Even with friendship, you have a friend and they'll come and they just shower you with money. Hey, don't worry about it. Oh, hey, gifts. To only turn around, this same person will come around and then put all their problems on you. And when you're trying to tell them something, they're trying to lash out on you. They're trying to come at you. They're trying to disrespect you. Like I said, we live at a time now that current energy is the new currency. So don't let nobody drain your energy who add no value. I don't even care if this person give you $1 million, but they're around you because, and like I said, not all millionaires gonna come around people that don't have money, right? But if your energy is correct and you're treating people well, and you live your life with and you live your life peacefully, and they see that, okay, you are valuable, and of course we all would love to have money, right? Especially if somebody was to give us $1 million, cool, we'll be happy. But is that really worth being around someone to disrespect you, to belittle you? You know what I mean? Because you could get your own million, of course, with the right people, and like I said, if your energy is not correct, people are not, you know what I mean? If your energy is not correct, yo, people don't want to be around you. And it shows, especially in this world where you'll find and hear and talk to people who are got it going on, but they just straight bitter. They just straight bitter. Like, I'm talking about, like, you could tell them every little thing and then here they go, want to come out at you. Like I said, many videos ago I brought up, it was a person that I was cool with, right? I mean, she's like a family member. And I can remember that day when she was calling me and we were just having a whole conversation. Man, I was like, all right, And then she came up and started talking about, like, she was just going through stuff. I'm like, yo, you hitting me up to talk about what you got going on, I bet. I can remember like that day was yesterday. I was so hungry and everything. I was just trying to find something to eat, have food ready. This person kept on going on and on with how she going through, what she went through, this, that, and the third. And then I can remember she took a long, deep breath and then she's eating while she's yelling. And I'm like, yo, my stomach is, and then after I heard the, and then my stomach just started growling. I'm trying to figure out, like, yo, what's going on? And then the minute I say something, maybe it's this, yo, she started going off. I'm talking about yelling. And then when I did hit her up before, nowhere to be found, or I'll call you back. And then guess what? When I tell her, hey, I'll call you back, and I didn't even pick up the phone, months later, she had a problem with me. She's spreading rumors and telling, oh, I did this and I did that, and I'm acting like I'm this. And I remember back then, I'm like, yo, I'm not even thinking about you. But where I'm going with this is this. That's the thing about people. If they add no value to your life, don't sit there and even try to, like, listen, your time is precious. Especially in this one. I gave you an example why, right? But when they come around you, especially when you hear this, yo, you don't know. Listen, don't put no time and energy. You can hear them out for a little bit and then you listen to them. Keep it short. All right, give words of encouragement and just keep it moving. Because all they want to do is want to be heard. They're going to keep on repeating the same thing over again. You already know those same people. You talk about something, you have a conversation with, they repeat the same thing 3 or 4 or 5 times in a row in the same conversation. And then you're trying to give them a solution. And then all they want to do is be a victim. They want to explain to them what they're going through. So long story short, stop wasting your time to people who give you no value, especially in your life. All right. Peace. And I ask you guys to please like, share, subscribe to your best friend, your new best friend. See you next video.